We just made a video live a lot sooner than we wanted to. Usually our videos, and for good reason, are posted very quickly. But we had some pretty big videos as far as the RV show and what we had to, post for coverage. I wanted to spread it out over a couple of days, and we did. Matter of fact, we spread them out over about 4 or 5 days. The last video that you probably have seen from us, which I just made live 15 minutes ago, which it's 12:30, just after midnight on Monday. So this is Tuesday morning, I guess you could say.
No.
I'm sorry, it's Monday.
It was just Sunday.
It was Sunday, sorry. So right now it's Sunday just after midnight.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream. We've been here by 6 o'clock tomorrow a week. Yeah. We've been here a week. So you can see all that editing and everything that I did, I threw it out there, and it played out a lot faster than I really wanted it to, because we're kind of stuck. Her and I have been talking about this for the last hour and a half, 2 hours, and we just don't see a way around it, and that's this stupid hurricane. Now, we're on the East Coast, and we are south of Cape Canaveral by quite a bit. We are north of Miami. We're north of Port St. Lucie. We're just north of Fort Pierce. We're just south of Sebastian. We're going to see winds, and we're going to see rain, and we're going to see some storm surge. We love the campground that we're at, or the RV park that we're at, due to the fact that we can ride our bikes, and it's only 3 miles to the beach.
3.6 miles.
So you can get an idea that if we're that far away from the beach can get to us relatively quick if the storm surge happens on any level on this side. And they don't know with this cone which way it's going. Now, first thing I'm going to tell you is there is no mandatory evacuations. There's nobody saying, you've got to leave. You need to pack up and go now. The panic it's nothing like that. If we were to go outside right now, it is dead quiet out there. People are going about their normal Sunday night business. Of course, again, it's midnight now, but even earlier today, the traffic is light. Heidi went grocery shopping today. There was no water. There's cases of water, yeah, but there's no like jugs of water, stuff like that. The bread, they're a little bit short on the bread. There's some people that, bought
that was
up.
About the only thing that I...
But other than that, she bought what we needed. She bought, food and snacks and everything that we needed. I hate whenever people are talking about, it's a panic, and unfortunately there's some RVers, YouTubers, that their whole channel is all about that panic, and to garner views based on that. There is no panic here. It's nothing like that. Even over on the Tampa side, it's not panic over there. Most people are probably getting ready to just pack up and go. Now here's kind of where our problem is and what we've been talking about. We know that because we had gone through that hurricane in Zephyr Hills. Yeah. It became a tropical storm by the time it got to us, but it went right over us. It pretty much went right over us. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We had the travel trailer.
It's our first spot.
Yes.
First true long.
Yes, it sure was. We experienced some weird stuff. We had one wind gust that was crazy strong when we went through that first storm, like I said, a few years ago. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was like something hit the RV. It's like something had pushed it. So we had filled all of our freshwater tank, all of our gray water tank, and our black water tank. We filled them. I mean, obviously the black water tank, we filled it with water. We just kept on flushing and filling it with water. Same with the gray tank. We just filled it. We ran the sinks and just filled it. We would have to do the same thing again with our fifth wheel. Our fifth wheel is even taller, so it's even more of a sail. The other thing is we would have to bring the slides in on this one for sure. I don't see any other way of doing that. The slides would have to come in. Just to give you an idea, though, I mean, calm before the storm. Heidi and I walked to the trash. We were outside for just a short bit. We rode our bikes over to the auto parts store. We wanted to get a tarp. It's just a nice day. I mean, it's a little cloudy, but it was a nice day. Had the awnings out.
It was warm still.
Yeah, no wind to speak of or anything like that. But we know what's coming. So with all that preparation that I just talked about with the RV, I don't know what we're going to see here as far as any kind of rain, flooding, and wind. Any one of those things could cause a problem, obviously, for an RV. I mean, it's not like this thing is a brick house. If this was the Three Little Pigs, this is the first place the wolf would have come to, and he could have got everything he wanted out of this place easily by blowing on it. And it is. I mean, they move around pretty easy. So what we're thinking we're going to do is pack up and head out tomorrow. We already paid for our site here, and we're here until November 1st, for sure. Yeah. Obviously, that could be extended all the way until January 1st if we want to. But even with the site paid, I think we're going to hook up and we're going to take off. And our problem is a couple of things. We're going to have to pay for fuel, which I'm not a big fan of doing that because this is just to protect us out of the storm. Here's the thing. You got to weigh a couple of factors here. This is it for us. This is our home. And same with the truck. I'm sure the truck will do okay. But nonetheless, we don't want any damage done to it because, once the state gets hit with this hurricane, everything's going to go into some sort of emergency mode. And as far as how it is, UPS, FedEx, everybody's going to say, we can't guarantee delivery. All the deliveries are going to be, and then they're going to talk about shortages and that trucks can't get in here. So in the meantime, that's why you see people that have blue tarps on their roofs for 6 months and their windows all boarded up that have been busted out because of that situation. So we're wanting to avoid that. However, we're going to be spending a lot in fuel. I'm assuming it's going to be probably in the neighborhood of about $1,000 in fuel to just drive out of the state, go over towards Texas, and then once the storm has passed and gone through, and then obviously drive back that same route to come right back here all over again. But that's a small price to pay compared to us having something damaged in the RV. I mean, for $1,000 worth of fuel, that don't pay hardly that won't pay hardly anything to get fixed on the RV. Some small things, but nothing major. So I think we're going to end up paying that. I think we're going to end up paying that fuel and just driving out of here. So that's why we're shooting this video, to let you guys know that, and I'll put something I'm sure the thumbnail is going to be some sort of clickbait. It's going to probably say something about, yes, we're evacuating, the hurricane's real or something like that. I'm sure it's going to have something on there to let you guys know that we are heading out of here. I don't know, honestly, where we're heading to. I don't feel comfortable going to anywhere in Alabama. Just for the fact that the storm track, they don't know exactly where it's going to go to at this time. Of course, we can keep on checking on that as we're driving out of the state. Yeah. We probably Mississippi, I think even further Louisiana, somewhere in there. I'm not sure. Again, we have to see what the storm's doing. And,
Every day will be a different.
yeah. And as far as where we stay, I don't know. We have a lot of options. There's our Thousand Trails Encore Park. Sorry, there's Encore Parks along the coast. I'm sure we could get into one of those.
Well, we need to stay away from the coast.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to. The thing is the further I drive inland,
I know.
the more
Right.
gas we've got involved. But
But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah, we're gonna kind of have to feel it out. Of course, we'll take you guys with us. You get to see what an
That sucks that
evacuation looks like. If they don't even really have. They're talking about making the evacuation mandatory on Tuesday for a lot of areas. I don't think we're going to be one of them necessarily. But the way this thing's coming across the state, even if it's halfway true, it will block everybody in. It just kind of blocks you in. And again, we're on. If it shifts a certain way, the path of the storm could come over here. I don't think that it will. Personally, I think that the wind will be minimal. I think that for us here, I think that the rain will be pretty plentiful here. We're going to have bands of rain, and that's what I'm concerned about the most, is just the flooding. I mean, at what point does this portion of Vero Beach, the city can't keep up with the storm drains? At what point do the storm drains fail here and just start flooding? And again, there's so much water just 3.6 miles away. If that's being dumped on here, here.
It floods a little bit in the park, so.
Yeah, we're already got 2 places in the park that it floods over the roadway. So.
It's not going to take long with all that rain.
Yes.
That have it flood out here.
So what we're kind of doing is we're going to start driving north. We're going to try to beat whatever traffic happens because I'm sure starting tomorrow that's a whole nother story there. But this is the benefit of having the RV. I mean, you can just hook up and go. It's just we didn't want to. We were really content with just settling in here. Actually shot some video of us settling in. You guys won't get to see that, unfortunately, because
We're not settling in.
yeah, we're not settling in. We were talking about stuff that we were doing around the RV. We have a project that we were in the middle of, and yeah, it's kind of all gone to the wayside. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm going to post this video up so you guys get this word immediately. So hopefully you'll. There's another video that we posted about an hour long, and the funny thing about that is it's literally the video of us heading south to get here and set up. So you're going to see that video. If you haven't, go back and watch that because I talked about Pilot Flying J, and I definitely want you guys to take that to heart. Even though we're going to use Pilot and Flying J, I'm sure, getting out of here. We have a full tank of gas in the truck, which we did a couple nights ago. We're very well prepared.
We're prepared to stay and we're prepared to go.
Right. I think we are a little short on water.
Maybe I'll go over and get some more water just so we don't have to go look for it.
And we have some water in the little cooler there. We have 2 full propane tanks on the RV, 1 full barbecue propane tank full in the bed of the truck, another barbecue tank that's half full in the truck that will run the generator. The generator still has gasoline in it. I don't know how much, but it does have gasoline in it. So we have all that, so we can kind of stop along the way. We don't have to be at campgrounds if we don't want to. Of course, the solar works really good here, as long as the sun's out, but that's not really the case. So, all right, we're going to get off here. I'm going to try to get this posted for you guys, so you'll have this relatively quick. Again, don't get confused. Go back and check that other video out where we're heading south. You guys would like to hear the truck run. I think I ran it up pretty good there. We talked about the new toy that I got for the truck. It's awesome. It's really. Heidi drove the truck for the first time today to go over and get groceries, and she texted me. She goes, "Holy cow, is this throttle pedal sensitive?" It's very.
I forgot.
It's very responsive. So
it is very much. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna pack this circus up and head out, and we hope to see you out there, but I don't know where there's going to be. I would say here, but we don't want you to be here.
It's gonna be stormy.
Yeah.
Probably everywhere we go, unless we drive 1,000 miles.
Yeah. So
we'll see. We'll play it
by ear.
by ear, day by day.
Yep. So if you guys have any comments and say, hey, I know where you guys should go, or if you guys are meteorologists and you know for sure where the storm's not going to be going, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're have to go inland, and we're gonna have to head over towards Texas a little bit. That'll be the next video after this one. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll do some live things on Facebook. We could do that.
Well, we can do YouTube live too.
Yeah, we could do YouTube live. All right. Out of here. Bye.